Joining us, let's get off and running here, market watcher Eddie Ghabour. Susan is with us, Deirdre Bolton also. Now, let me count it. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Jay Powell, pretty bullish on the market and the economy. Eddie, are you bullish for next year?
I am. Not as bullish as I was coming into this year. However, when you look at what we're heading into, the Fed is off the table. And here's the other thing. This has probably been the most hated bull market in history. There's a lot of pessimism, a lot of money on the sideline.
I loved it.
How many people coming into this year were predicting a recession this year?
Well, the Democrats hated this bull market, that's for sure. And you're right, they wanted a recession.
And the consumer reports that came out last week, the job number supports that we are not going to be going into a recession next year. I think it's bullish heading into next year. And if these tariffs do go into effect, which I hope they do, I think that's going to be a great buying opportunity for people to jump in because I think we'll see a short-term drop, could be 5 to 7%, but I would jump all over that. And then the China cloud will be behind us.
But that's if the tariffs are imposed on Sunday.
That's
correct.
Then
there would be a market drop-off.
Yes.
Okay.
And I would buy
Well, you would still have made over 25% so far for the S&P. So if it drops off a few percentage points, it's still a pretty good year. And JP Morgan is bullish heading into next year as well, because typically they say the S&P rallies around 12% during an election year. And that's with a 90% hit rate that usually happens. So they say short gold, short bonds, overweight equities, and you'll make your money.
But how do ordinary people feel about it? For example, look, I own a little bit of Microsoft.
Yeah.
It's at 151 per share. If I see it drop to, say, 147, just suppose, I think, oh, my goodness, I've lost some money.
Right.
OK, I've made a bit less.
Yes.
I haven't actually lost. But the way people think about it is, I lost. Panic. Don't like it.
They have to put in perspective, and this is why after a big year like this year, you should be tactical and take some profits and wait and see. We're going to see volatility. It's always there. And buy the dip. Don't get too overweight, even Microsoft.
Oh. Eddie, welcome back. All right, let's take a look at Disney. Disney Plus hitting new milestones. It was only launched a month ago. What do we got?
22 million downloads. This is according to Apptopia.
Look, streaming is all about content. That's why Disney is so successful. No one can compete with their content. Netflix has amazing content. I think Apple is a fantastic company. It's one of my favorite companies and favorite long-term stocks. However, I believe they're going to have to compete. If they want to get into streaming, they need content.
For only $4 billion on content.
Well,
that's all they're spending.
I mean,
Good
you can spend
And they don't have Baby
billion.
Yoda.
Oh, stop it. Nice try, young man. 2 weeks to Christmas, actually less than that. Amazon says Prime members can buy on December 24th and receive on Christmas Day, the 25th.
Okay,
I haven't
yes.
shopped yet, so this is good news for me.
Okay. I think Amazon is just...
It's a push to get the
stuff.
consumer numbers up.
New Trump tweet. Okay, just received it. Here we go. Getting very close to a big deal with China. They want it, and so do we. Look at the market. Look at the market. That tweet just came out. This changes everything.
Wow.
I'm going to repeat what the president had to say. Getting very close to a big deal with China. They want it, and so do we.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, well, we
Take that back, Eddie Ghabour.
Hey, if they are close to a deal, that means that they've come to concessions with some of the things that we want, because we have the leverage in this negotiation. So I don't want tariffs unless they don't come to the table with the things that we need.
We don't know the nature of whatever deal might come along, and we don't know that a deal will come along. We simply know that the president is very much in favor, and so are the Chinese.
If there's that substance to that deal, this market has a lot. It's going to shoot and go through the roof through this year and heading into the first quarter.
If there is a deal.
Yeah, a substance to that deal.
Now, for example, supposing it was just delay on all tariffs.
Good enough.
That's good enough.
Yes, I
It's
think
short
so.
term, that's good enough.
Yes, when the Fed is your
150?
friend and there is no bad news between the two largest economies in the world, I think that's good enough when companies are still making money.
First thing this morning, that will be about 10 or 15 minutes ago, the dark cloud on the market was China tariffs. The president tweets very positively, they want a deal, we want a deal, the market goes straight up, erasing that dark cloud.
Right.
Have I got it right?
It's that impactful. That's a major dark cloud right now.
Impactful is not a word. No, it is not.
I think it is. That's what my personal opinion.
Thanks very much, Eddie. It's
Thank you.
9:40 Eastern Time. Your contribution was spectacular. No, seriously, you're a good man, and we thank you for being here.
Thank you.